In this video, I wanted to show you a problem with the BMW M5 M6 turbine housing. So this is the design that they made for the wastegate flap. If you'll notice, it doesn't have the normal flap, which makes it really hard for it to seal. And I'm going to show you in this video exactly proof. In this video, I'm going to show you proof of how this does not seal. So there's also a wastegate rattle issue with these two. I think the reason why they got rid of the flap design was so they wouldn't have the rattle issue, but when they did that, they created a whole nother problem, which I'm going to explain just in a second. As far as the rattle issue goes, like with the 335i and with the N54 engine, the problem with those, the reason why it rattles is because it's not fully closing. But the reason why is because the bushing wears out, and the adjustment here where the actuator is connected to this, the adjustment, it kind of changes because of the bushing being worn out. It won't close. So if you had tightened up the rod again, it would still close, but it still has a problem with opening or being open on the other side, which I explained in another video. So anyway, I'll get on with this and show you the problem with this wastegate flap and where it's not sealing correctly. Okay, so I'm in the pitch black right now, or getting ready to turn the lights out, and I'll show you where this is not sealing. That's with me holding the rod all the way down. Lights off. So this right here is how a normal flap is done. If you see, it's got that wiggle in there. That wiggle in there is designed to seat flush against this sealing surface. So since it doesn't have that, that's the reason why it's leaking. And like I said, this is a brand new exhaust housing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these parts out and have this stuff remade in a design like this to see if I can have or fix this problem. So what's the big deal with this leaking? Why does it really matter? And why do we need to fix it? Well, the problem is that if you're leaking air past where you're supposed to be pressurizing the turbine, you're losing spool time, you're losing gas mileage. It's completely inefficient. It's not how it's supposed to work. And so it's a big issue with efficiency for one, horsepower, gas mileage. There's a lot of different problems involved in this being an issue. The reason why this is not sealing to begin with is because it's hitting this area first. And then after that, you know, it can't seal down here because it doesn't have a way to pivot with the way the other flap was designed. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that when this thing heats up, the problem could be even worse than what you see now. And one thing you will see is if with age, when you take this off, you'll notice that it will have a seal mark here to where you could see that it's been seating, but there won't be any at the bottom, so you could tell it was never completely seating flush in the first place. So I hope you guys like this video. I know that this is actually an issue that's been brought to me a couple times before. Mainly they talked about a rattle issue, but now I'm realizing that there is a completely different problem involved, in addition to the problem that they already had, which was the rattle issue. So now you have a sealing issue and a rattle issue. The main thing I want to present to you out of this is that the thing that I'm going to work on is getting new parts to fix this issue. That way you don't have this problem. So if you like this video and want to see more videos just like this one, explaining how to fix things and such, you can always subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing.